Hello, 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 hello. The little circle's still going around, so I'm not sure if I'm live yet. Oh, it's telling me I'm live now. Hello, hello. So good to chat with you today. Janelle Ryan here, coming to you live from within the Sky High Coaching Sanctum Expand Create Lead Facebook group. And I am there, I'm just double checking. Yes, that's where I am. If you do happen to catch me live today, jump in, say hi. I'd really love to say hello. This is an impromptu live, it was not planned. I wanted to jump in today and have a chat to you about disappointment. I'm coming to you live from the Mornington Peninsula in Victoria, Australia, which is, if you are unfamiliar with the area, it's a coastal, some would say touristy area of Victoria. And I'm in this really gorgeous little Airbnb. You might be able to hear some sounds coming from downstairs. That's handsome hubby, I think, making himself a cup of coffee. I've got a cup of tea. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's Saturday morning. And yes, so if anyone's looking for an Airbnb in the Mornington Peninsula at any point in time, it's so cute. It is really, really cute, the place we're staying at Safety Beach. Let me know. I'll let you know the name. And we're down here for a few days because tomorrow I was supposed to participate in an event called the Bloody Long Walk, which is a 35-kilometre walk that I've been training for months now, because it was actually originally scheduled in September, and then due to COVID lockdown reasons, they couldn't go ahead and they rescheduled it to this weekend. I really feel for them, actually, because it's been very crazy for them. You may have heard of the Bloody Long Walk if you're Australian, because I'm pretty sure it's all around the country. It's not just here. So the first I was supposed to participate with a really close girlfriend who I adore, and through zero fault of her own, she had to pull out. She had to withdraw. So that happened on Thursday night, confirmed yesterday morning. And we had, the whole weekend plan. We're all staying, the four of us, partners were coming, staying in this Airbnb, and we had things planned and around the walk, and I was looking forward to seeing her on the walk. I haven't seen her for a really long time, months, probably the longest we've ever gone not seeing each other because of various reasons and lockdowns, and I was really excited to see her. And as I said, absolutely through no fault of her own, and she is where she should be, or where she's supposed to be right now. That's all good. She's not here. So that was my first disappointment. So disappointed. And you can feel it in your body, right? I'm so disappointed. I understand and I support her decision, and she's definitely made the right one. Doesn't mean I'm not allowed to be disappointed, and I'm sure she is too, disappointed. And so that was the first one. Then all week we've been receiving, it's been on the news that the whole east coast of Australia has these wild and woolly, stormy weather warnings. This huge, what's it called, a cold front or something, has hit the whole east coast of Australia, and there's going to be dangerous conditions. So we drove, handsome hubby and I drove down here. We dropped our puppy off at the spa, doggy camp we call it, which I was pretty excited about, didn't look back, and drove down here, and it was pouring with rain the entire time. So we check into the Airbnb. It was in the morning, but the beautiful Airbnb owners gave us an early check-in. So lovely, so abundant. And we checked in. We both had work to do yesterday, so we worked all day down here to have a change of environment. And pouring with rain, pouring with rain, pouring with rain. It's just started again now. Pouring with rain. And I was thinking, and I'm saying to my husband, oh my gosh, I've got to walk by myself for 7 to 8 hours with other people, but I don't have my buddy here, right? My teammate. 7 to 8 hours on Sunday in this rain. Oh well. Oh well. I won't, and I planned what I was going to listen to in my ears, and handsome hubby said he'd come for some of it, which I'm so blessed to have him. And we were actually driving down here, and I was thinking how blessed I was to have him, because he instantly said, I'll walk with some of it with you. He hadn't trained, so he can't, he wouldn't be able to bang out the whole 35. But he's going to walk some with me. He bought all his gear. He bought his coat because he knew it'd be raining, and then he was going to pick me up at the other end, because it's not a loop, it's one way. 35K is one way. But I was disappointed. This weather, we thought we'd be walking along together, my friend and I, in this beautiful sunshine along the coastline, admiring the view, having this awesome catch up, and now it's raining. I'm so disappointed. And then we get the text last night. The event has been cancelled due to safety reasons. They'd sat down with, I guess, search and rescue, the police, probably the SES, the safety, emergency services people, and they said, you can't go ahead with this, it's too dangerous. I said to my husband, in other words, if one of them gets blown off the cliff, we don't want to go and rescue them. And fair enough too. So it's been, and then we received a message this morning saying we'll get back to you with another date. It's not cancelled, it's postponed. Disappointed. So disappointed. So I go to bed last night. I went to bed on Thursday night feeling disappointed because my friend had said, look, I'm probably not going to make it. And then I went to bed last night disappointed. But kind of not, because I thought, great, now I don't have to walk for 7 to 8 hours in this rain and the cold, right? And then we woke up this morning, and now my husband, if you know, I'm going to do a shameless plug, has a business called Three Griffins Brewing. He's a home brewer. So many of you in this group have ordered beer from him. Thank you. We're so grateful. We sincerely hope you've enjoyed it. It's growing all the time. He's getting corporate orders now. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, exponentially bigger at a rapid rate, faster than we ever could have anticipated. But he's got me here doing quantum leaps, telling him how to quantum leap. So we shouldn't be that surprised. And so he's been online all morning looking up all the breweries around here that we can now go and visit while we're down here. And don't worry, I'll get some wineries in. There'll be some for me as well. And so, we're just looking out. I might go to there's some hot springs down here. I think I might do that Monday morning. So it's all working out, it's fine. I just had a urge or an impulse to jump on here. I haven't been live in here for a while. And talk about this emotion that we feel so often, which is disappointment. And we're almost, it's something that we don't like feeling. It almost feels unsafe. It's really uncomfortable. It causes discomfort. I'm so disappointed because something didn't evolve as I expected, or something didn't pan out the way I wanted it to or expected it to, or someone hasn't shown up in a way that I would have liked them to or desired them to, or someone said something that I didn't like and I'm really disappointed, or someone did something and I'm really disappointed. So disappointed. And then people in our lives almost stroke our disappointment. Oh, if that had have happened to me, I'd be really disappointed too. Oh, if he had have said that to me, I'd be really disappointed too. If she had have acted that way, I would have been really disappointed too. And you can almost see from the tone of my voice, and I had all these feelings. I've had all these feelings over the last 24 hours, that how easy disappointment can morph into something else. Disappointment's just disappointment. It's just disappointment. I'm disappointed the weather isn't beautiful. I'm disappointed that the walk isn't going ahead tomorrow. I'm disappointed that my friend isn't here. That is all it is. Disappointment. Sit in it, feel it, acknowledge it, release it. So often we don't. We allow it to morph into something a little dangerous. And you could hear, I was talking that way on purpose before, because I was hoping that you could see how easy it is for it to morph into anger or resentment or blame, finger pointing. It would be really easy for me to have gone into blame and anger and resentment in the last 2 days. And I could feel it happening. And I had to continually remind myself, I'm not angry. I'm not resentful. I'm not blaming or shaming. I'm disappointed. That's all. And I'm allowed to be, but don't allow it to turn into something it's not. Which, of course, is shifting the discomfort. I feel disappointed. I have to sit in that disappointment. I have to stretch my emotional container to handle that disappointment if my container isn't that big yet. Not try and release the discomfort by looking outwards and turning it into anger, blame, resentment towards someone else or something else. All that does is releases the discomfort from your body, but it can create a whole other problem, a whole other situation, that may even create a mess that you then have to go and clean up. Next time you're disappointed, just watch yourself. Watch yourself. I'm disappointed. I'm allowed to be disappointed. I'm going to sit in this disappointment. I'm going to hold this discomfort. I'm going to stretch my emotional container if I'm not used to holding disappointment. And I'm not going to allow it to turn into something else just so I can project my discomfort onto somebody else. That's it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being in the group. I really appreciate you being here. We set it up a few years ago. We then we closed it down for a little while and we've reopened it, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to be doing more and more in here. There's going to be some free masterclasses between now and the end of the year. It's not the first one I did, plenty, a couple of weeks ago. All those videos are still in here. I'm pretty sure under the guides section if you wanted to watch plenty. And I'll be in next week talking about how to create a powerful vision. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching. And remember, next time you're disappointed, just let it be disappointment. Bye. I'm going to see some breweries.